Shalom, this is Mary Omni from the World Government House of King David, Holy Covenant Constitutional Enforcer. This is a Republic Notice. The title of this Republic Notice is called Black Fathers, Torchbearers, Floyd Mayweather, and Serena and Venus Williams. Black Fathers, Torchbearers, Floyd Mayweather, and Serena and Venus Williams. It's August 2013, and this is a video that has a combination of a couple concepts that I want to get across concerning black fathers and some of the products of our people that they produce. Now, Floyd Mayweather has a fight coming up in September where he's going to fight someone from De La Hoya camp, okay? This guy looked like a Hispanic Edomite, okay? Irish looking. My problem going on is, I'm saying, where are the torchbearers to come after Floyd Mayweather and Serena and Venus Williams? Floyd Mayweather is pushing 40. I mean, he done held down the torch and done stood our nation up in front of the world as some of the greatest people on earth. I mean, he done had to fight how many Hispanic nations? I mean, he done went through all these Hispanic nations and he done knocked them out one by one. Not really as a knockout, but I'm saying moved them out of the way as not being equal to him. Moved them out of the way as not being able to overcome his supremacy of skill and art in boxing. Not only that, Floyd Mayweather has tried to make the boxing game clean and drug-free. He's tried to use his skill to bring integrity to boxing and not go down to this animal level where you see them fighting like animals and whoever can do the most vicious damage, you know, is the winner. And he said that's animals. That has no artistic, that has no skill, that has no mind intelligence. It's, you know, he said he's better than that. So he wanted to keep boxing up, and he's been holding up the torch of boxing and Judah for a while now. And I'm saying, where is the torchbearers to come behind Floyd Mayweather? I mean, his father, Floyd Mayweather Sr., and his uncle has been there with him since he was a child. His mother was a drug addict, and so therefore his father took him to the gym and developed his skill in boxing. And his uncle, Roger Mayweather, the whole Mayweather family, I mean, is prestigious. If you overlook how they try to make them look in the media, these are some very prestigious, hardworking, very intelligent men of Judah royalty, okay? And, you know, I'm just saying, if I was a young father and I had a son, I would try to move that son in the town that the Mayweathers lived in with their gym, just for my son to have access to them and the gym. Had enough black fathers did that, Floyd Mayweather wouldn't have to be fighting until he's 40, because he would have had someone in line that's really has enough skill to begin to hold the torch for Judah. I mean, how long do we think that he can go holding this torch, fighting off all these Hispanic nations? I mean, he done whipped them one by one from so many Hispanic nations. I mean, and now he has a fight coming up again in September with this younger cat, and he's 40, or pushing 40, close to 40, and this guy is quite a bit younger than him. And you know, it's nice to know that him and his father is back on good terms. He let Roger Mayweather go, because Roger Mayweather was basically his trainer in offense. But as he got older, his defense fell and he needed a defense trainer. So now he's back with his father, and his father is his trainer in defense boxing to save him from getting hit because he's a little older, maybe just not as fast, and he was opening up and getting hit a lot. So now one thing he said is that, and I'm talking about Floyd Mayweather, pretty face Floyd, but one thing he said was he called himself American, okay? He said, you know, I'm not African American. I was born in America. My legacy is in America. I'm American, you know. In other words, he's saying he's constitutional American. Don't try to act like he's foreign or he's other. He's just straight up American, he said. And he said his son is into kind of like skateboarding. And when he grew up, that there wasn't really too many black guys into skateboarding, but his son is into skateboarding. So, and as far as the fathers are concerned, it's a lot of black men today who want to always point fingers at black women, as if they have no purpose on earth at all. I mean, a black woman is blamed for everything with the outcome of these children. But I just want to take a minute to talk about people like Floyd Mayweather Sr. and Roger Mayweather, and even Floyd Mayweather Jr. He is a good father to his children, who are full Judah, as far as I know. And the other piece is like the Williams sisters, and Mr. Williams and Serena and Venus, he was there and he invested in them. And this is investments of black men in their children. When you talk about Floyd Mayweather, when you talk about Serena and Venus Williams, when you talk about Beyonce, when you talk about the Jackson 5, when you talk about, you know, Aretha Franklin was raised primarily by a father. Her mother left when she was younger. When you talk about James Brown was raised by his father in deep poverty. His mother left when he was younger. So we have enough fathers who invested in their children to understand the difference, that a real black man who understands that this is his seed and that he can groom his seed and he can invest in his seed to bring him prosperity at an older age or later in life. And we have this evidence here. So when we have these black men always pointing a finger at black women, all we got to do is put evidence in their face of real black men who invested in their children, who took the time with their children, who invested in their children, and who raised their children to great heights of accomplishment. You know, now one of them is one unique one is Tupac. Now his father wasn't there, but his mother was there, as trying to fulfill as much as she could for him, even though she had a drug addiction. But Tupac was very, very unique in that he is a very, very strong spirit. And he was a cosmic spirit and a cosmic light who angelic body visited this earth just to kind of see what was going on. And, you know, like Left Eye said, you know, he was ready to leave when he left, okay? So, I'm saying, where are the torchbearers? Serena and Venus is like becoming the grandmas of tennis. Where is the torchbearers to take up where they left off, to hold up the royal nation of Judah? Where is the torchbearers? Where is the torchbearers? Where is the black men that can create torchbearers for different sports, boxing, tennis, you know, in the music? I mean, in baseball, even in this soccer that they want to try to kick the ball to try to show they superior in. I mean, it is becoming something of really a real shock to the cosmic that these black men of today, not all of them, but many of them, want to sit back and they want to point fingers and keep talking about what the woman didn't do. It's time they start talking about what real men do instead of what the black woman didn't do. Let's start focusing on some of these men. Let's start focusing on some of these men, these fathers, and what they do provide. Because Beyonce's father said he saw his daughter and he made a decision, I'm going to invest in my daughter. Mr. Williams saw his daughters and he made a decision, I'm going to invest in my daughters. Floyd Mayweather father saw his son and said, I'm going to invest in my son. Aretha Franklin father saw his daughters and said, I'm going to invest in my daughters. Sam Cooke father saw his sons and children and said, I'm going to invest in them. Joe Jackson saw his sons and said, I'm going to invest in my sons. You know, Fantasia father and mother saw her and said, I'm going to invest in her. So these weak-ass excuses that these black men make and try to overcome their failure by blaming women for their absenteeism and their failure to fulfill the role of being a father is not going to go no more. See, we not going to be listening to the trash, because that's all it is trash, okay? See, because we can take fathers and put them in your face and say, instead of you pointing at what the black woman did not do, let's point at what real men, real black men do provide, okay? Not only that, we have a guy who was part Asian and part black, and he sent the whole community of black kids to the Olympics based on fencing, okay? We have Coach Carter, who raised a whole group of fatherless boys and got them prepared for college and basketball, and even trained them in their basketball with matriarchal identity for accomplishment. So look at Coach Carter again. You'll see he did a matriarchal enforcement on them and raised them up to the level where they can compete on tests, colleges, and everything. So this is what we need to understand, that, you know, you can point a finger at the black woman all you want, but the black woman can turn around and point fingers at real men to show you that your argument is nullified. This is Mary Omni from the House of King David. Shalom.